NEC's Cutting Edge Playhouse, where we will be interviewing our 4 finalists. Today, we will be speaking with Scarlett Finney, writer of The Dreamchest. So, we are sitting here with another winner of our Emerging Playwrights competition, Miss Scarlett Finney. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Can you tell us a little bit about your play that was entered, the name, and a little brief description about it?
The play is called The Dreamchest, and it tells the story of a Black matriarch who works doggedly and secretly gambles to save money to buy a house of her own. When her only son, who runs afoul of the law, she's coddled him her whole life, he gets in trouble, and then she has to try to determine whether to save him or fulfill her own dreams.
Why this particular subject and why this particular protagonist? Mama Fat is quite a character.
Mama Fat was my grandmother in real life. We loved her. She was quite a character in real life as well. And I wanted to pay tribute to her after she died. I started writing this play back in 1991, and she died in 1986. And so I wanted to write this play as a tribute to her because I thought she was an amazing person and so funny and talked like a sailor and everything. So I thought this would be good for her.
There's so much strength in the backbone of Black matriarchs in the family, and they don't get a lot of love. So it was really nice that you paid homage to that type of character. So kudos for you.
Thank you.
Now, when did you actually first start writing? So that was is this your first play? Is it your second, your third? When did you start writing, and what inspired you to actually be a writer and a playwright, no doubt?
This is my first completed play. I started writing, I think it was back in the 80s. I was working for NBC television in beautiful downtown Burbank. And I joined a writing group, and we had competitions there. And I started really getting into writing and started writing spec scripts for shows on NBC, like The Cosby Show, Miami Vice, Alfred Hitchcock. Nothing ever bought, nothing ever optioned, but I kept writing, and I just felt like I really loved to do it. I got immersed in the stories when I was writing them. I could see what was going on. I could see the characters, and I loved it.
What made you find your way to the theater, to being a playwright?
Yeah, I started writing the TV shows, and then I wrote a couple of films, feature films that were never optioned, but did get a meeting with somebody about that, about the script. But then I thought, well, let me see if I can write a play. I thought I'll try everything. So I've written poems and the plays, and I have a novel that I'm working on, and so I'm just always writing now.
Tell us where you were and how did you feel when you got the call that you were one of 4 playwrights that won out of all the plays that we had to read?
I was in the parking lot picking up my husband from his dialysis treatment when my cell phone rang, and nobody calls me on my cell phone. My cell phone never rings unless it's somebody telling me that I need a Medicaid adjustment or some scam. And so when I got the call and she said, you were selected, and I'm thinking, this is not real. This can't be happening. And I thought, no, I'm being punked. This is a scam. So I was very kind of timid about it. And then she said it again, and I thought, oh my God, I went crazy sitting in the car. I'm sure people were looking at me going, what is this woman, having a conniption or something? So it was amazing.
Given that it was NEC, and I know you know the legacy of NEC, what does it mean to you to know that you're going to have your play produced by NEC, the legendary NEC?
I've been telling everybody that I know, and they can't believe it. And I mean, I just can't believe it. I'm still pinching myself because I just never dreamed that this would happen to me. I wrote the play and I circulated the play to various play competitions and stuff. I haven't won anything. This is the first time that I've ever won anything. And they're telling me that I'm one of the 4 finalists. I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. This is happening now. And I'm sitting here going, is this really going on?
Yeah, you're getting an all-black cast, play of an all-black cast being produced in New York City by Negro Ensemble Company. So we're so excited and happy for you, and we're so glad that you submitted your piece and that you're trusting us, to go through the process. Do you have any thoughts about the process and what it might be like working with a dramaturge and making changes to your script? Are there places in your script that you think right off the bat you want to make changes with, or are you just completely open to just?
I'm completely open because, this is my first play. I'm sure they know more. The dramaturge knows more than I do. And I know the characters, but I am open to this. The story is fiction. So the characters are real, but the story is fiction. So I am open to anything that they might want to do to improve it, because I know that it has to have some improvement. It's not possible that it's perfect. I am very excited to work with a dramaturge. I have never done so. This is my first play. And so I'm very open to whatever they come up with, because I'm sure that they know more than I know. So I know the characters, but I'm sure the story can be improved upon. Some of the incidents that happen can be improved upon. So I'm open to whatever.
Now, I know you said the character is based on and inspired by your grandmother, but I was curious why this particular story, because this is every, Black mother want to take care of her baby, her baby boy. This is like what, because it's 1950s, right? It's 1950s. Right. But I'm just curious, like, why mother son baby boy syndrome for you?
Because that's the way it really was. My father, who was Mama Fat's son, her only son, she did coddle him his whole life. My father didn't have a job until later in life. He was a street hustler. And so I wanted to be as close to the way the characters really are as I could.
What does your family think about your writing?
Everybody they're so excited, and they can't tell me that they're so proud of me. My cousin, who lives in North Carolina, is coming up here to see my play that's going to be produced at another theater here in Los Angeles. And so he's coming up all the way from there to see it. And I mean, I just think that's incredible. And the only person, though, that really understands how much alone time you have to do writing is my husband, because he just leaves me alone and lets me go and doesn't bother me at all. He doesn't complain, nothing.
Does he worry he's going to land in one of your stories?
Oh, he knows he is.
That's so funny. That's family. It's like, look, no, there's no holds bar here. Like, you might be in this play. Given that you've written a lot, screenplays, TV shows, and now you're doing the playwriting aspect of things, and you've heard so many no's and you're getting your yeses, what do you think your future looks like now that, because you've got, like, you can, stick your chest out now and add this to your resume. And so what does that look like for you? Are you going to rebirth some of the things that you've written? What does that look like?
Yes, I have a drawer full of files of stories and story ideas that I have that I didn't do anything with. I didn't progress them at all. So I'm going to look back on those. I've already started script 2, the play for the my next play, and so I'm working on that, and we'll see what happens. I'm stuck at Act 2 right now, so I'll see what happens.
Once your play is produced by NEC and it does its run to the world, and someone comes and a producer comes by and he sees your play and he says, "Oh, I really want to produce your play." Who do you see playing Mama Fat? Like, what celebrity do you see playing Mama Fat?
Viola Davis.
Nice.
I am just so grateful for this opportunity. You can't know, and I'm so very proud to be a part of it. So thank you guys very much. I'm looking forward to the whole process.
Thank you, Miss Scarlett. We look forward to many more chats with you.
Thank you.
All right, we're out and on to another segment.